It's Wednesday the 15th of March, 10:15 in the morning. Uh, Jeff's down at the stop sign as usual. I mean, not much update on the cleanup situation. He's been doing the same things I posted in my past videos. Except for last night, there was a lot of activity out there last night. He's in and out over at the truck stop. He must have been in there gambling some of that money people gave him. But yeah, he's in and out all night. I mean, all morning until like 3 o'clock this morning. Also, another vehicle is acting kind of weird. It's like one of them new Ford Avalanches, the thing, pickup, four-door pickups that kind of look like a car with the pickup bed on it. They kept parking on the other side of the tracks by the fire hydrants, and they'd leave and come back. And pretty soon they got driving down the gas line road coming out here by the hotel. Yeah, I put my surveillance on them, and yeah, got up, checked it out this morning, and they'd go away, come back, park for about 45 minutes over there, then they'd drive around, and yeah, I don't know what these folks are up to over there. Like I said, a lot of activity, a lot of lights on back there in the bum camp. You know, Also, I'd like to update on the break-in yesterday. I reported on a break-in. I witnessed a couple guys walk down the track. I just thought they was going for a walk. Hey, John, I'll look out my other window, and they're going in the neighbor's house. Called law enforcement, notified them what was going on. Time I could get out the door, they've already ran across the tracks, jumped into the car, and called law enforcement. Gave them my identification of the car, told them they was headed towards Reno, what the guys look like, what they was wearing. Real good description. I got good description of these guys, man. So anyway, law enforcement shows up, two Wine County and a state trooper. They walk over to the house. Wine County said they've looked in the window, didn't look like there appeared to be any break-ins. There was a dog in there, still stuff in the window, didn't appear to be a break-in. I said, well, I saw him go in the house. But anyway, they left, notified me, go down and talk to the homeowner when they get home. If there was a break-in, have them contact us. So I went down there yesterday about 6 o'clock, and yes, indeed, there was a break-in. The gentleman got 4 guns stolen. Looked like an inside job to me, and I identified the perpetrators to him, and he said it seemed to be somebody he knew. So, I left after I filled out a short report. This is second go around. Law enforcement come up to his house, and he filed a report with them. I filed a short report. Notify them what I saw, ask them why Highway Patrol, why didn't they go after the guy when I witnessed them entering the interstate, moments before they got here. And they said they, couldn't be in 2 spots at once, and I asked them why they didn't notify the Highway Patrol. They said the Highway Patrol wouldn't get involved, and I asked the officer, why were they involved at the scene? I guess he wasn't aware that they was at the scene. I don't know what went on yesterday, but they're moments away from catching a felon breaking and entering burglary. This gentleman got his gun stolen. So yeah, I don't know, where this follow-up's going to go. I'll go down later today and talk to my neighbors and, see what Lyon County is going to do about that situation. But it's getting real bad, folks. I believe the pilot, they need some security over here, and there needs to be vigilance back there at Bum Camp by law enforcement. There's a lot of activity last night. There's some suspicious activity. So, I don't know what's going on, if somebody's staking out some more stuff to steal, or, if anybody last night in my neighborhood around the water treatment plant had a break-in, they know anybody that's got a, newer Ford Avalanche, gray on the bottom, white on top, 4-door. Might want to question them. Anyway, This update, like I said, not much going on with the cleanup effort. Lyon County is on the news. Lyon County last night. Lyon County, I guess, notified the news crew that they had it under control. That they didn't need any outside help. You know, same thing they told the State Department. Excuse me, folks. I was up a little late last night. You know, kind of stressful situation we got going on out there. You know, it's not getting any better. You know, if these are just people going out there, you know, enjoying the public lands at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, 12 at night, whatever, you know. Then, you know, it's dark, you know, somebody needs to rope that place up. You know, there's needles everywhere. You know, if they're walking their dogs out there, you know, somebody needs to notify the public to stay away from that area. But, you know, I don't believe this is a public activity that's going on back there. You know, something a little different. I don't know. So, anyway, man, we need to make you know, awareness to this community. Tonight's a city council meeting. They're meeting on a few other things, you know, like truck parking in residential areas. Like this place right here just gets filled up with the onion trucks in the fall of the year that go out to the dehydration plant. You know, I can post some pictures. This whole parking lot's full of trucks that, you know, they probably come in 20-minute intervals all night into the morning hours, and then they start leaving out in the morning hours, way in to early morning. So, you know, there's some situations got going on around here. I think there ought to be a wall built, you know, over there. You know, if they're not going to get some security over at the pilot, you know, I don't know what they're talking about developing that land back there towards the, you know, the bum encampment. You know, I don't know what their ideals on that are. You know, I heard city council is supposed to meet on having a brothel, a bookstore, and I guess a topless for strip club or whatever. You know, I hope I don't offend anybody by saying that. But yeah, they're trying to decide where they're going to have it, and they're saying they're going to have it on a certain end of town where I forgot to zoom in, folks. Sorry about that. Going to have it on a certain end of town where I guess it doesn't impact the community so hard. I don't know. It seems like a pretty big impact to me. Hopefully they don't have it over here. You know, there's people down the road just, you know, got a licensed daycare started up a while back. And, you know, a few, I don't know, 6 months ago or so, a year maybe. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, big situation we got out here, and still no cleanup. Burglaries happening. Doesn't seem like, you know, too much of a response by law enforcement. I don't know, maybe somebody can contact them and see what the follow-up was on that. You know, I'll contact my neighbors, see what the follow-up is. Also got to contact another neighbor where a homeless guy was chasing their daughter the other day that I caught out in front of my house and ran off, and they call law enforcement, you know. So, you know, we got a big problem here, you know. Anyway, check out some of our earlier videos. Have to look back, maybe make a post of, you know, which one I was commenting on the little girl getting chased down the road by the homeless person, crying, scared for her life, you know. And he was running after her like, you know, you know, they say he's not right, kind of got some mental issues, but he goes around, you know, house to house looking for work. And, you know, I don't know if he's got a solicitor's card, been identified, fingerprinted, whatever, but, you know, it's kind of like the wolf and, you know, the rabbit and the wolf. You know, the rabbit runs and the wolf chases it. It doesn't quite know why it's chasing the rabbit, but it's, you know, it's chasing the rabbit, and then, you know, it catches the rabbit, you know, and what does it do then? You know, I mean, I asked this guy, why are you chasing that little girl? He said, I wasn't. It's like, yes, you were. You know, I mean, what did this guy not realize he was chasing the little girl? Or, you know, I mean, what's going on to these people's heads, and why is Lyon County letting this guy solicit? You know, I ran him off from my house, you know, my neighborhood, my mother-in-law's neighborhood, you know. I mean, this guy's all over town, you know. Hangs out by the stores. He got a friend of mine, elderly lady, caught her going in a sandwich shop, went in there, ordered a sandwich, standing next to her, and the guy at the counter ended up charging her for it. So, you know, something's got to be done about this, folks. You know, help me out here. Please come down to City Council meeting tonight at 5 o'clock and voice your opinion. Thank you very much.